episode of ASMR Reality. Tonight, I am going to take you to work with me. Most of you know that I sell real estate as my day job. And my most popular video I've ever produced on this channel was my home tour video. Well, there are a few things different about my house right now, but not probably enough to make a whole nother video about. So I thought, and I got this idea from one of my subscribers, and I apologize for forgetting who recommended it to me, but if I can think about it, I will definitely shout them out in another video, but for now it escapes me who recommended it. But they said, hey, since you're in real estate, why don't you do a house tour of another home that you are trying to sell, or that I am showing? And so I thought about it, and I do have a home that is currently for sale. Today was the 50th day that it's been for sale without selling. Homes are taking a little bit longer to sell than they have been in the past couple of years. Interest rates are higher. People are a little bit nervous about the upcoming election. There's multiple reasons, but this house is also $1.7 million, which lowers the pool of available buyers because of the price. But it's a very neat home. I love the home. So I thought, let me show you this house. And I thought, let me not just do a home tour of this home, but I thought I would incorporate a little bit of what I do into this video. So for starters, I'm going to do the home tour and kind of walk you through the home. And then I will, after that, I will show you, I did an open house there today. So I took a little video footage, and I took some liberty because I filmed some strangers in that house that don't know they got filmed. So hopefully they'll never find out. I don't have a lot of subscribers in my hometown, I don't think, but they're far enough away that you really hardly can tell who they are. But I thought that would be kind of interesting for you to see. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do on this episode. So I'm going to show you that, and then afterwards I'll kind of talk to you a little bit more about real estate and how open houses work. So let's start with a tour of the home, shall we? Let's get started. Let's fly over the property. So this long driveway is leading back to this house, and there is the house. And we keep flying over. There's a woods behind there, but this is the front of the property. It has a slate sidewalk, which is really neat. Hard to tell from the photos. It has a 3-car attached garage. And this is walking around the back of the house. That has beautiful landscaping. The house is 5,600 square feet, plus it has a 900 square foot unfinished bonus room. But this is walking around the back, just showing the landscaping. I mean, this house is beautiful. These are stone pavers, and then has a little sunbathing area there. And then this is a stamped concrete patio that has an outdoor pavilion that has a TV and a wood-burning fireplace in it. It has electricity and lights and ceiling fans, obviously. All of the furniture comes with this house as well. The furniture that they left, they're just leaving there. The grills, they are leaving there. So this house has a total of 5.4 acres. We are walking up the sidewalk, getting ready to walk into the front door. I always always make videos of all my homes when I sell them and post them with the homes online. So as you walk in the front door, the very front room is the home office, and it has built-ins there. Then it has this foyer with the staircase going up, and then as you go to the right, you have a primary bedroom. This is the master bedroom. The TVs all come with this house too. So now we're in the master bedroom and walking into the master bath. So the master bath has 2 vanities, has a soaking tub, and then also has a shower and a big walk-in closet. Yeah. Some of the complaints I've got about this house is that the closet is not big enough. People are spoiled today, so this is like a small closet to some people. And then this is the shower. We call it the water room that has a shower and the toilet. But that is this is what we call the master suite. Now, I've been trying to not say master anymore because people don't want us using that word, but it doesn't have anything to do with slavery. It's kind of like master's degree or a master craftsman. Anyway, just primary is the new trendy word to use, primary bedroom. This is a half bath right beside the primary bedroom, and then we walk out of there and we go to the other side of the foyer, and this is the original formal dining room. So where we are at right now is the original part of the house, which was built in 1995. So now we're walking down this hall. There's 2 laundry rooms. This is the first laundry room. There's no washer and dryer in there. My people used that room as a dog wash room. There's another half bath which has built-ins behind the door, which is cool. I don't go into the garage just because I try to leave, in my videos, I try to leave some things to the imagination. Then we walk into the main living room. All of this furniture comes with the house as well as the TV. There's another fireplace. So there's a fireplace in the primary bedroom, a fireplace in the main living room. We walk into this room here, and this is just a sitting room that I'm walking through right now, just called a sitting room. This is called the hearth room. This room is beautiful with another fireplace. It has raised ceilings, and this furniture as well comes with the house. This is a second dining room right there, and then we have the gourmet kitchen, which has 2 islands with it. Just a beautiful kitchen. This kitchen was updated in 2016. That stove is a Viking stove, and it's $10,000 just for that stove. That is the refrigerator right there. So it's a Sub-Zero refrigerator, but like the dishwasher, everything looks like the cabinets, which is super expensive. Yeah. Those double doors right there, that's a second pantry. So it's just a supplemental pantry to the kitchen. This room right here is a second laundry room. The washer and dryer does come with the home. And walking back into the hallway here, again, that's the living room. That's a coat closet. We're going down to the basement before we go upstairs. I always fast forward walking down the stairs. So this is the main family room of the basement, which features a bar as well, and it has its own dishwasher, its own refrigerator, sink, all the speakers. It has a whole house surround sound, so there's speakers. I'm playing music all the time when I have open houses. But this is just a family room in the basement, and that treadmill comes with the home too. The treadmill was $5,000, by the way. He said his wife used it twice and never used it again. This is a full bath down in the basement that features a sauna. And, yeah. finish this out and make another room in that if you wanted to. And then it has what's called a Jack and Jill bathroom. So the bathroom connects to both bedrooms. So this is the other bedroom, and there is the Jack and Jill bath, which has a full tiled shower and tub, and then dual vanity sinks. So this is the other bedroom that's connected to this bathroom. I know in Canada they call them washrooms, but we call them bathrooms in America. So this home has wonderful natural lights. I didn't even have to turn the lights on in this house, and it is just so bright. I think, and then we walk down the hall and we go to another bathroom or another bedroom, and this bedroom, that closet right there, has the furnace in it. So the upstairs has its own furnace and air conditioner. This is what would be considered like a guest bedroom because it has its own bath. It's kind of like another master. But this is the bedroom, and then this is its own full bath, which has a full glass shower as well. So this room also has dual vanities, and then has its own shower and another big walk-in closet there as well. So yeah, that is pretty much the house. So that video is the actual video that I have that's posted with the house online. So I pay a professional photographer to go in and take the photos, but I make my own drone video and the actual video of the walkthrough of the house. I do that myself because I like making videos, obviously, but that part is what I do. So then I actually made I recorded today a portion of the actual open house that I have. So this is me just getting ready for these people to walk in the door, and because there's a window in that office, I can see them coming. So now they come in, and I just kind of welcome them into the house. Now, most people will stop and just let me talk to them, but this woman just started walking right through it. But I was like, hey, let me kind of tell you a little bit about the home. And so, basically what I do is I go through and I tell them how many square foot is the house, what year was the house built, how many bedrooms does the house have, how many bathrooms, how many full baths, how many half baths, what is included with the house, where all the bedrooms are located. Like this bedroom, this has a primary bedroom on the main level, 3 bedrooms upstairs, and 1 bedroom down. So this house has 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths, 2 half baths, and I'm just going through that information with them right now. And I just want to basically present the home in the best possible light that I can present it in. Now, I don't lie. If they ask me questions about something, that if I knew something was wrong and they asked me about it, I would have to tell them. I have to tell people the truth just to feel good around people, but also because I have a fiduciary duty to tell the truth to clients. Now, people that come into open houses are not my clients yet. They are just visitors to the house that I am holding for sale. So in this situation, I actually represent the seller of the house. The seller of this house hired me to sell the house for them. And so I go to this house every single weekend and have an open house. Because it helps to sell them. It really does. If you hold a house open and people come, like this house, probably 25 people came to see this house today. And this is probably the 10th or 12th open house that I have had there. So now I've finished talking to them about what the house has, and now they're just going to kind of walk through. And obviously they've got a long way to go because they're just in room 1 right now. So they've got a long way to go to get to the end of this house. But that was my elbow, sorry. But yeah. So let's see where we are here. Sorry, I was checking something. Okay, so yeah, downstairs. You can see the other people coming from the upstairs now because there's actually other parties here. And I'm just going through and talking to these people, but the other people were upstairs. So sometimes I have 3, 4, 5 groups of people at a time, and I just go from guest to guest, asking them if they have questions or anything. These people are obviously asking me a few questions about the house. So, anyway, I just kind of let them start walking through it after this. But yeah, you get the idea. That's kind of what I do. I really do enjoy the job. I think it's fun, and so we're gonna stop that part now, and let's make sure that the audio doesn't stop. You kind of get the idea of what I do. Basically, so this is the interesting thing about this job is about 3 years ago, I was working with the people that lived in this house, and I was trying to find them a home, and we kept looking at homes, but this was the home that they lived in, so they were looking for something better than that, if you can imagine. So I keep showing them home after home after home, and they're like, no, we don't like this, we don't like this, we don't like this. And I'm like, these people are never going to like anything because they have such a nice house. It's going to take something so much nicer than what they currently have that I'm like, I'm never going to find the perfect house for them. So I knew that the best thing for them was to build a home. So, most of you know that I used to work for a Toyota dealership, and I still am friends with the owners of that dealership. Well, those people built a $10 million house. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So I thought, I'm going to show my clients that house so that they can kind of get an idea of just what's possible. I knew they weren't going to build a $10 million house, but I thought, let me show them this house, and then they will buy a piece of ground and build a home. It'll take me longer, but that's what I did. So I walked them through that house, and when we walked out the door, they said, let's find a piece of ground, and that's what we did. Now, I was showing them $3 and $4 million houses. That would have paid me almost $100,000 if I sold one of those houses to them. Instead, I sold them a $600,000 lot, which paid me about $15,000. But I did the right thing for my clients. I didn't do what was best for me. I did what was best for them, because that's my job. And then they built an $8 million home. So about 2 months ago, they finally got all moved in. 10 days later, I had this thing up for sale. So now I'm on day 50. But in this price range, the average days that it takes to sell a house like this is about 150 to 250 days. So I may have to show this house all winter long, but it's what I'm willing to do. So when I don't get paid for anything. Like, I spend my own money to pay photographers to post the videos to. Like, I paid all the contractors to go in there. When they moved out, I paid a painting company to come in and fill all the nail holes. And they filled all the nail holes, and they painted the whole house, just the walls, not the ceiling. Then I paid a cleaning company to come in and clean the whole thing. Now, my seller will reimburse me for all my expenses after we close. So I will get paid to sell the house, and then I'll get reimbursed for all my expenses. But I've spent probably $7,000 roughly in repairs for this house. And paying photographers. That I don't get reimbursed photographers' expenses or anything like that, but for any repairs I spend, I do. Also, I'm paying a mowing company $300 a week to keep the yard mowed because nobody lives there, so I have to pay a company now to mow the yard, and it's $300 a because I have a relationship with him. I've known him for a long time. But anyway, for any of you out there that are thinking about a career in real estate, I hope that this kind of gives you an idea of what just one part of real estate is, which is there's basically two different jobs when you're in real estate. There is the listing side and there is the buyer side. So you represent sellers and you represent buyers, and the jobs are just totally different. So when you're representing buyers, you set up like an automated search. You find out, what does your client want? Okay, we want 4,000 square feet minimum. We need 4 bedrooms. We need 3 full baths. We want at least an acre of ground. We want to be in this particular school district, whatever. So you get all the parameters of what they want, and then you set up custom searches in the agent portal, and you start sending them homes. And eventually they say, hey, we like that one, can we go see it? Then you schedule an appointment with the seller to be able to get in the house. Then you meet your buyers there and show them around, and if they like it, then you submit an offer. And you're representing the buyer, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to buy that house for as low as possible, because you want your buyers to get the best deal possible. But it's totally opposite when you're representing the seller, because when you're representing the seller, it's like this. You're trying to get buyers in the door, and you're trying to get the highest possible price for your seller. So the buyers are trying to buy it for the lowest price, and the sellers are trying to sell it for the highest price. And the hope is that you can negotiate a deal that makes everybody happy. So it's really fun, but it can be really stressful, because getting the buyer is just step one. Once you actually, okay, so let's say, for example, somebody looked at this today and they went home and called their agent and said, oh my God, we went to this open house today and we love this house. We want to make an offer. And then their agent would submit an offer to me. I would call my client and say, here's the offer. And he would say, that's too low. Let's counter back at whatever number he was happy with. And finally, we worked out a deal. Now we have a deal. After that, now the house gets inspected. And so basically, the buyer hires a home inspector to come in and inspect the home and find anything they can find wrong with it. And then the buyer tells me, hey, here's what, the buyer tells the buyer's agent, here's what we want the seller to fix. The buyer's agent contacts me and says, here's the list of things that the buyer wants fixed. I tell my seller, hey, here's what the buyer wants us to do. And the seller either agrees to do it or agrees to do some. And it's another point of negotiation. So it's another moment in time where the deal can fall apart. And many deals fall apart there because some buyers are picky. And the seller's like, I ain't fixing that. Like in this house, you saw a sauna in the basement. He knows that sauna is broke. Now he knows what it takes to fix it. But he told me, he said, Derek, we just never used it, so we didn't care. But if the buyers want us to fix it, we will. And so we just don't know if somebody will buy this house that wants to use the sauna or not. So he decided not to fix it until he has to. So there's that. If you can get through the inspection part, the next part is an appraisal. Now, an appraisal doesn't always happen. An appraisal usually only happens if the buyer is financing the home, which 95% of buyers finance the home. Only about 5% of transactions are cash. If it's a cash offer, they can waive the appraisal because they don't have to pay for it. But the banks require an appraisal. So in this situation, we're asking $1.7 million for this house. If the bank comes in and appraises the house at $1.6 million, then the way the law works works is the buyer does not have to pay more than appraised value, but the law also states the seller doesn't have to sell it. So usually what happens in that situation is the buyer and the seller negotiate and say, okay, the buyer says, I'll pay $50,000 out of pocket more, and you discount your price $50,000 more. They kind of meet halfway. That's typically what happens, but this house will definitely appraise for 1.7. It will probably appraise for even more than 1.7, but that part we're not worried about. But that's kind of just a glimpse into how the process works, and so basically a glimpse into what I do daily in my job. Now, there are some, I usually work 7 days a week, but there are some days I may not even leave my house, but I'm just doing emails for like inspections or appraisals or getting an offer on a home or calling clients. Then there's days that I have to go show houses to buyers. Then there's days like today's that I have to do open houses. But the point is, usually not a day goes by that I don't have to do some sort of work. But it's just great because I get to do most of my work from home. And that means spending time with my doggies. And, it's also nice because it's not like back-breaking work where I have to get dirty. I do get dirty sometimes because I've had to help a lot of people move and stuff like that. There's times that I have to do crazy stuff. Like tomorrow, I have to go put a thermostat in a house where the thermostat broke for the furnace and the air conditioner. I have to go, because we're so close to closing, I can't get a company in there quick enough to do it. So I know how to do it, and so I'm just going to change the thermostat. But anyway, you get the idea. So that just gives you a little bit of a glimpse into what I do. I hope you enjoyed that. If this is something that you guys like, seeing these homes, then I can keep doing these as I get other listings. I can do more videos of the homes that I have, and maybe just do like this